When I first I start from zero experience, zero knowledge about fashion. Before, the design is more of like a very young, very sexy, like very short dress, open bag and everything. But now today, like it's become more like a growing up woman for like adult, more of like a special occasion wear.
Sexy but conservative.
Yeah, sexy, classy, timeless, elegant. As a business owner, you once hold a lot of tasks yourself.
And you cannot do everything.
You cannot shift from left to right and right to left. You need the right people.
Before you were wearing 5 different hats, but now you have to trust people to kind of wear these hats for you sometimes so you can really focus on the brand and the business as a whole.
My biggest fear as a business owner is that I'm scared to delegate. I used to don't trust people that they will deliver the same as what I do.
How do you manage to balance that work-life imbalance?
I do set a boundary, whether like when to stop and when to switch my brain off. I used to believe that my value is equal to how hard I work. But then beginning of this year, I had a crash on my health. The doctor gave me the hormone pills and it's react badly through my body. I become like insomnia for a few months. I wake up, hate the work that I once loved.
Is there anything that you would have changed along the way?
If you're talking about now, like I would just like, have a perfect balance between work and personal.
Being vulnerable sometimes is a good thing with people because it kind of opens yourself up more and then people can understand you. Okay, we're back with another episode of the Vitals Expert Series. We're here with Benz, who's the CEO and founder of Miss Modern. So Benz, could you tell me a little bit about where you're from, where you grew up?
Hi everyone. Hi Charlie. My name is Benz. I'm from Bangkok. So I've been running Miss Modern over 10 years now. It's the women clothing stores from Bangkok. So we specialize in ready-to-wear, special occasion wear.
What made you want to start Miss Modern?
Right. It started purely from hobby when I was in my college. And I think I have too much free time. So
how about now?
So I started when I was in college and it became hobby.
Okay. So do you remember the first time you made a dress or were you a designer? What kind of got you into, how did you actually make your first Miss Modern dress?
I started everything from grounded.
Yeah.
Pick, pack, post, design, talking to tailors, everything all by myself. Just out of that, like I'm so free. I had so much free time.
Yeah.
And then it's become from a hobby. When I start to see the money, it's become the passion.
Yeah.
And from the passion,
so you're
it's
passionate
become
about
now.
money. I think
yeah.
But so did you have a customer first or you just decided to start the brand with no customers to start with?
No customer to start with.
Oh, wow. So your idea was actually to start a clothing brand first, then to find the customers.
Right. And actually, my background is hospitality and tourism management. Okay. So nothing related to fashion.
Okay.
Yes.
Did you study you must have studied hospitality and tourism?
Yes, correct.
Okay. And then was that in Bangkok as well?
Yes, that was in Bangkok.
Whereabouts?
Mahidol University International College.
Obviously, so you went to high school, you went to university to study tourism. Were you planning to work in hospitality or tourism? Did you have an initial passion for that?
Well, because I started fashion brand at the same time when I was studying, but then after I graduated, my parents still not believe if I wanna, they still not trust me to go on fashion. So what I do is that I still continue with the path in tourism and hospitality. So I went to management trainee program for 2 years. And at the same time, I also do the, a side job as a fashion. I still continue.
Yeah. So you graduated, we started the brand in university. And then for the first 2 years after graduation, you did a management trainee running Miss Modern on the kind of as a side hustle.
As a side.
Where did you? I know with management trainee programs, you travel, right? Were they in Bangkok, or did you have to go to other places to do those training programs?
Right. So the training is in Bangkok. So where the program is that you do 6 months in the hotel. You go around working in all the departments, housekeeping, kitchen, front office, and the other 1.5 years you train to become the manager and to manage the overall.
Do you think even though, because I always go back that all business is the same, right? So I say if you kind of strip back everything, there's sales, there's marketing, there's operations, there's HR. Did you find that, even though it's a completely different field, being hospitality, that some of the skill sets that you are training and you're learning, you can then use now in your business, Miss Modern? Is that kind of something that you felt like those skills were transferable, even though it's a different industry, to setting up your own business?
Right, definitely. I would say the skills and the experience I got from the 2 years training definitely shaped me and helps me a lot in terms of this business nowadays.
Like the foundation of actually how business should be operated and set up, right?
Right.
So what was the transforming point for you where you decided, okay, I'm going to stop working in hospitality and I'm going to go full on for Miss Modern?
Right. It's come from when I have to work 6 days a week in a hotel. And I was like, 6 days a week and I earn this much. I start to have like this conflict thought between me, while I have only like 1 day on the weekend to go to do my clothing brand, and in the evening I become the admin to reply to customer and everything. So I was thinking, okay, if I go fully on fashion, how much would I make?
Yeah.
And that's the turning point for me to stand up and really sit down with my family and talk that this is really something that I want to pursue.
And were they supportive at that time?
Yes.
Oh, so actually it took after you kind of build up, and obviously you'd finished university, you've done your management program, and you still had this kind of, you could say, passion about it, right? That's when they realized that maybe Benz can do this, and they're believing in you.
Right.
Because it is a big risk also for the parents, because they obviously want, I'm a parent as well. You think, oh, I put my kids into school, university, then they get a job. You don't automatically think, I put my kids into school and then they're going to go become an entrepreneur straight away. Yeah.
Right.
Because it's scary for them, and they going and working for someone and having a job is it's a safer option. Being an entrepreneur, as I'm sure in the last 10 years you've found out, can be very challenging. Actually, I just came from your shop, so Benz has a beautiful shop near Te Ekamai, which you say acts more, it's kind of like a showroom and for customers to come and make for special outfits.
So the stores that you visit in Ekamai is our headquarters and office. So mostly for customers who would like to try out and a private booking, such as bridesmaids and customization.
Did you always start out that way, or were you originally made ready to wear? Has your business model changed over the last 10 years?
It's definitely changed over time until it's become before it's becoming Miss Modern nowadays. So of course, when I start from zero experience, zero knowledge about fashion, and then talking about the designs. At first, I just okay, I think this design is beautiful, so I pick this, pick that, and of course, I try to pick the design that I like, and I think that it will sell well.
Yeah.
Until later on, I able to catch up who is my customers. So before, the design is more of a very young, very sexy, very short dress, open bag and everything. But nowadays, it's become more like a growing up woman for adult, more of a special occasion wear.
Do you think your brand has grown with you? Because you started this brand, I'm not going to say your age, but you started this brand 10 years ago, so you're 10 years younger. And was that the brand then a reflection of who you were then, where the brand now is a reflection of who Benz is today?
Yes, I definitely think of that. Before, the style is more young, more sexy, more casual, but nowadays it's become more mature.
Yeah. And probably your clientele has also grown with you. I'm sure the people that were buying Miss Modern, 8, 10 years ago, they don't want that back showing, or maybe they do sometimes, but
with the right amount, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, not too much.
Sexy but conservative.
Yeah, sexy, classy, timeless, elegant.
Okay, I like that. So you started out as you're one person only, and I guess now you have a team of people, and you could tell me a little bit about your business now, and then kind of how it developed from the start.
Referring back to how I start everything by myself, doing all the admins, the designs, the production, the product, and then nowadays, of course, as the business grows, I start to expand the team. Instead of do it all on myself, hold it on myself, I start to trust my team, to delegate more and let the right people do the right job. Because as a business owner, you once hold a lot of tasks yourself.
And you cannot do everything.
Everything.
Yeah.
And sometimes, like as for me, this is like me in the past few years. In the past where I just start my business, I hold everything myself. And part of me, one day I have to be creative. I have to design. Another side of me, another day, have to planning, strategic planning, critical thinking. And your brain doesn't work like that. You cannot shift from left to right and right to left. You need the right people.
Yeah. And how do you find the right people?
You just gotta keep exploring.
Yeah.
Keep exploring.
Is it hard? I mean, did you have to go through like a few, did you have to kiss a few frogs to get to your prince, so to speak?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm talking about your business.
Oh, business?
Yeah.
Not the Prince Charming who's riding the turtle? Okay, so I guess yes. So like you never know until you gotta like keep exploring until you find the right people.
And then those people that hopefully you can trust, where
Right.
you can, because I mean now, before you were wearing 5 different hats, but now you really have to you're still wearing 5 different hats, but you have to trust people to kind of wear these hats for you sometimes, so you can really focus on the brand and the business as a whole, because it's a lot more, you're now the CEO of a business rather than kind of just doing everything by yourself, right?
Right. I used to do a lot of micromanagement.
Yeah.
And my biggest fear as a business owner is that I'm scared to delegate. I used to don't trust people that they will deliver the same as what I do.
Yeah. What made you change? What made you to change that from being a micromanaging and then kind of trusting people? Is there something that happened, or did someone show you something, or what kind of made you change your mindset around that?
Right. So it's also come from personal decision as well, as like I was thinking that okay, when I was in my 20s, I still have this full energy to go explore and to do everything myself. But now I'm already like turning 30s, and one day if I want to have a family or have another private life, I need to micromanage, and I have to have this work-life balance.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, that's a great segue. Let me understand a little bit, because I do know I follow you on social media, so I know you're very active, like socially. You're very active, and you also act very cautious of your wellness, and I see you doing run clubs, ice baths, gym sessions, Pilates. How do you manage to balance that work-life imbalance? How do you manage to balance it? Like being a career woman, having a social life, personal life, I'm sure, private life, and then also being healthy.
When you're in fashion and social media can be like 24/7 for you. You can just like keep scrolling, keep updating and seeing the trend. But for me, I do set a boundary, like, to whether like when to stop and when to switch my brain off. And once I switch my brain off, I try to not focus on work and be more present with the people who I'm with, where I go, what I do, and even to come home to me and listen to me more. And that's including all of these activities, saunas, ice bath, spiritual journal, all of this small ritual.
What would a typical day for you look like? I mean, can you run me through? So, I mean, from your social, your work, and your wellness, what does a typical day look for you if you to do all 3?
Before I go through that, I would say that in the past few years, I used to believe that my value is equal to how hard I work. But then beginning of this year, I had a crash on my health. The doctor gave me the hormone pills, and it's react badly through my body. I become insomnia for a few months, wake up 3 a.m. and I wake up, hate the work that I once loved. I don't even want to make decision about it. I just want to do nothing, And then with that events that happen, it's a sign for me. It's a wake up call for me to that, hey, Benz, this means that your body is telling me something. And with that change, I decide to work on my inner self and maybe journal, maybe talk to therapy, maybe talk to
therapist.
Journal and talk to therapist.
Yeah.
And with that work, I decided to find a new balance for me, that my worth is doesn't mean that I have to work hard and doesn't mean that I have to work all the time. Because I used to feel guilty even when I'm like traveling. And then
You should enjoy the moment more than kind of...
So I want to be more emotional intelligence and more aware. So with this awareness, I can know how to balance when to be soft, when to be slow, when to go fast and driven
Yeah, when
on
to be
my
tough
business.
as well, right?
So yeah.
So you're learning to manage all your emotions, and is that basically what you're finding? And then how did you figure out ways to deal with this? Were you researching online? Did you talk to someone? How did you become more in tune with yourself?
Definitely, I would say I got lucky that I'm surrounded with a good, positive friends, family, or the relationship that could like bring the best version of me. Like, they are my safe space that I can just maybe like talk to. And that's also including like a, mentor or therapist.
Yeah. Okay. And in Thailand, culturally, is it normal for people to want to be in touch with their inner emotions or their inner feelings? Or is it something that's usually people kind of closed off in and don't really share too much as a cultural thing?
As a cultural thing, well, in my opinion, I think people still like very conservative to like talk about their feelings or seeing therapists, but I think it's getting better.
Yeah.
It's getting better.
I think globally it's becoming more accepted among people, and there's now a lot of outlets for people to kind of go and release and talk, and communities and those kind of things as well.
Yeah.
Where people are looking to empower each other and be more positive influences, because there's enough negativity in the world going on at the moment, right?
Right. And I think it's always nice for you to have your own safe space.
Yeah. Since you had this change, have you noticed that your business has changed at all? Have you become a different type of manager or different kind of boss? How has it affected, in the last 6 months, your business?
Right. So definitely, once I find the rhythm and know how to balance, I find myself managing very well. I become happy boss where I know like how to balance and stuff. Like I manage better.
And so you think your employees notice that as well?
I think so, yes.
So for your wellness, what was your fitness? How do you find time are you working out every day as well? Because I know being in the fashion industry, social media, it's a very vanity-driven industry, right?
Right.
Do you sometimes feel pressure? How do you deal with deal with that? And how do you manage your work and your fitness as well?
Every day, I will just like work 6 hours a day, like go really hard on it.
Do you have the same 6 hours or
the same 6 hour? When I first wake up, I off screen, no phone for 30 minutes, write my to-do list, and go hard 6 hours at work. And then in the evening, I can just have time for wellness, social activities, or even like a gym to move my body and stuff.
And is that similar every day?
Yeah, I try almost every day. And for me, I try to work really hard on the weekdays and weekend. Try not to
So you try to disconnect a little bit?
Yeah, disconnect. And
I guess obviously Miss Modern's been around for 10 years. So do you still have pressure to grow Miss Modern more? Is there do you want to open like shops, or do you want to be in retail, or are you quite happy with where Miss Modern is now? And do you just kind of want to expand on that, wedding season, special event kind of business? Or do you have other aspirations for your business model?
Yes, definitely. I'm not satisfied where I'm at just now, but I think I want to keep expanding and pursue my passion, as how I start. And I want to be Miss Modern to be well known for special occasion wear and the piece or the designs that can bring the confidence and empower the ladies.
Yeah. Do you have aspirations to expand beyond Thailand?
Yes.
What would be the next place for you?
Yeah. So my plan is that I want to expand through Southeast Asia, probably Singapore, Hong Kong, and Malaysia.
Yeah. And those markets, because one, they're close by, and then also, do you think that people that your Miss Modern girl, like your customer, they can resonate with people living in Southeast Asia as well?
Right, yes.
Have you ever done any like pop-ups or anything outside of Thailand yet?
Not yet. Not yet.
So maybe we can see that in 2026?
Yes, that's part of the plan actually, to to expand and to explore, because I think the designs and the quality that we deliver with the price that we have is still acceptable.
All your products are made in Thailand?
Yes.
Okay, so it's all Thai materials made in Thailand. So that's a very unique selling.
It's not the Thai material, but it's
Thai made.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's made here.
Okay, so your factory's here.
Right.
Nice. Obviously, you're in beauty. So self-care is very important, right? Do you have a self-care regimen? Because, you're doing so many different things and you have perfect skin.
Okay.
Is there do you also have a beauty regimen or something that, to keep yourself, not just your obviously we want to be emotionally at peace and inner self in wellness, but, to your face, skin, body, is there certain supplements or vitamins or a particular routine you like to follow to keep yourself staying and looking so beautiful?
Right. So aside from this, spiritual and wellness journey, of course, I do have I'm the person who like to take supplements.
Yeah.
So I've been taking morning supplements and supplements before bed.
Yeah.
Definitely.
What are some of the supplements you like to take?
Prebiotic, probiotic, vitamin D, magnesium.
So you have
Omega-3.
No, you're like me. I take 8 different
I
supplements a
have
day.
lots of lists. I even have the anti-alcohol pills, just for the hangover. I have all of them.
Yeah. So you're a big believer. And do you find that supplements do help you?
Definitely.
I think also there's a bit of an effect where you're taking them. It also helps you mentally because you feel like you're sometimes when you're eating food and you're eating out, you feel, am I eating enough greens? Do I have enough vitamin C? Am I you're getting all your nutrients and supplements. Sometimes it is a lot nicer knowing that you can, if you have them all in the morning. Then for me, I can eat whatever I want for the rest of the day.
Right.
Yeah.
I find that's very efficiency. But you have to commit to it. Not just eat one day and stop. You need a certain
routine and consistency.
Routine.
I think is really important for probably finding happiness and inner happiness and going back to being happy. I mean, you seem to be so busy with your career, your friends, your social life, and your wellness. How do you find also balancing that time with relationships, or are you dating? Is it something that you also like to prioritize for and you have ambitions for?
Yeah, talking about dating or relationship, it's something that I personally looking forward to have, but I would say it will be not forcing it. It will be go with the flow.
Yeah.
Because you can force things.
Clearly, your work is a big priority. Your wellness is a priority. Do you find if you're dating someone, do they have to fit into your your lifestyle, or are you open to changing? And then do you have to, when you're in your lifestyle, do you find people with a similar lifestyle? How do you find the balance of finding someone that you think is to enter your world when it's actually
Right.
so well put together already?
Right. So I think for me, definitely in a relationship, you cannot having this type of person who ticks off the box.
Yeah.
Definitely the person might have to match my value, but at the same time, I have to compromise.
Yeah.
There's no such a strong head, and you cannot just boom 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 boom
Yeah. Well, I think all relationships are about compromise, right? Because I think you're right. There's only so many boxes you can tick, and I think in an ideal world, I don't think anyone ticks every single box. Yeah. So what would you say the 3 main principles you have for a partner?
For me,
Yeah. What are your 3 non-negotiables?
non-negotiable.
Yeah.
Of course, the guy need to be give me respect.
Yeah.
As in my voice and my opinions do matter.
Yeah.
So that we can talk and we can always respect each other, the boundaries, and listen to each other's opinions. Second is that he have to understand me, love me as the way I am.
Yeah.
Love my body, love my skin, love what I do,
Yeah.
without trying to change so much of me.
Yeah.
And the third one is compatible.
Yeah. I think, it's not about someone change. I always debate about this one. I don't think someone should ever change the person. I think that, but I do think people change for someone.
Yes.
That one I understand because, people will make sacrifices and compromises because they see value from that person. Where I think changing for someone is good, but I think forcing someone to change is not good.
Right.
Because someone should want to change, not be forced to change.
Well, you want to be you want to change for someone if you want to.
And then how do you find, because you're so busy, how do you date now in Bangkok? How do you find people to go dating and kind of fit into your schedule?
Oh my God. Right. So for me, most of my dates nowadays will be like intro by,
Like
friends.
a verified source.
Like mutual friends.
Yeah.
Someone that like they already like, kind of screen check that, okay, this guy might be the right match for you and stuff, instead of like of these random, because I don't go clubbing that much anymore.
Yeah.
Like I don't really go out. Most of my time I'm just in like my little Benz world.
Yeah. So it's hard for someone to actually come into your world unless someone's brought them in.
Right.
Okay. And then where would your ideal first date be? Run club?
No, ideal one, I think it would be like a park.
Run club.
Run club.
Yeah, I see you go to a run club recently.
Like park, you can just maybe walk and look around and get to know each other better.
Where's a good park to go on a date in Bangkok?
Right. And my favorite parks nowadays is Benz Kattamarasre Park.
Benz Kattamarasre That's
Park.
the new one, right?
Yeah.
And if you go at night, it has all the lights. It could be quite romantic also.
Yeah. Hold hands, sit by the river.
On the first date?
Eyes to eyes. Oh, oops. No.
Okay. So, and then I guess after you've had a few dates, it must take you, do you think it's a good idea to date someone for a long period of time before making that commitment? Or do you kind of like to jump into love? How easy is it for you to kind of know it's the right person?
Right.
Just from that one date in Benji City.
You're right. So if you ask me a few years before, I would just like think so little. I would just like jump into the relationship right away and let's see how it goes from there.
Yeah.
But if you ask me nowadays, like I think it would be taking quite some time to learn about the person to see if the connection is there, not just the chemistry, because connection built over time.
Yeah, I think that also happens with maturity, right? It's like Miss Modern. Before 10 years ago, Miss Modern was, the showing the back, short skirts, looking cute,
all in,
open-minded, and now it's a bit, it's more conservative, classy. We're taking our time.
Yes.
So you've adapted with not just your brand, but obviously probably your personal, your dating life has adapted with your as you've gotten older.
Right.
Looking back on your journey with Miss Modern, is there anything that you would have changed along the way?
Looking back, I think I would have like growing my business, but at the same time, I would like have a perfect balance for myself.
From the start.
To give myself a break, rest, and because over the last 10 years, I believe that like my value is from like how much I work. So what I do is I try to perform, I try to prove, I try to like, all do this thing and doesn't show my weakness. But now, like, if you're talking about now, like I would just like, have a perfect balance between work and personal.
Because being vulnerable sometimes is a good thing with people because it kind of opens yourself up more and then people can understand you. And then even in a work situation, maybe you can understand each other and kind of grow not just as a business and a person, right?
Mm.
Last question. I want to know, 10 years Miss Modern, is this where you want, where can we see you in the next kind of 3 to 5 years? Is there, you want to be in Southeast Asia, but not just with Miss Modern, but like, on a personal level, private level, and on a friend level, where do you want to be? Like, where do you kind of see yourself in the next 3 to 5 years?
For the business first, for Miss Modern, I would definitely keep growing, keep expanding, and deliver like the, nice, perfect designs to all the ladies. And for personal life, if I hope I get to wear another hat and become like, a mother and having a very nice, cozy family.
Yeah. Do you want to have kids?
I do.
Do you want to have a boy or girl, or happy with anything?
happy with anything.
Yeah, it's the best thing in the world, I think.
Yeah, but first, where's my Prince Charming?
Yeah, maybe he's waiting outside somewhere.
Riding the turtle somewhere?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like you're like finding the right staff for Miss Modern. You got to find the right partner for your personal private life, right? So
Yeah.
you have to kiss a few frogs to find that Prince Charming. Well, thank you so much for today. We got to wrap up, but I'm really excited to hear and learn more about you. And I hope that Miss Modern continues to grow and be successful, and also that you do find, everything that you're looking for in your personal and wellness life as well.
Right.
Okay.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you, Kap.